In this video, we're going to be talking about adding and subtracting decimals in real-world scenarios. We're going to start with a subtraction problem, though. It says Sam weighed the candy and he and his brother received on Halloween. Together, they received 7 62/100 kilograms of candy. If Sam's amount was 597 kilograms, how much was his brother's candy? So we want to know how much did what was the weight of Sam's brother's candy? So together, I know that they had 7 62/100 kilograms. And I'm going to subtract what Sam had so I can figure out what his brother had. Well, in subtraction and throughout the school years, you've been lining up with the ones in the ones place. Line up the ones. But what you've really been doing is you've been lining the decimals up. It just so happens that your ones place will line up with your decimal place. This is a huge concept when it comes to adding and subtracting decimals here in 5th grade. We like to box it just so we can see where everything's going to be. We know our decimals are lined up because we've got a nice box. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add my decimal there so I don't forget. I would hate for us to say that his brother had some ridiculous whole number there. All right, so we're going to subtract just like we normally would. Now at this point you can just about pretend that the decimal's not there. Just make sure that you understand that you've got 2 place values behind the decimal and 1 in front of the decimal. So I'm going to subtract, okay? 2 take away 7. I can't do that, so I'm going to regroup that. So those 2 hundredths. Now I'm going to the tenths place. So that leaves me with 5 tenths. Now I have 12 hundredths because 1 tenth equals 10 hundredths. I can multiply both by 10 just to show you the math really quick. 10 times 10, 10 times 1 times 10. Okay, so now 12 hundredths take away 7 hundredths, that would be 5 hundredths. Well, 5 tenths take away 9 tenths, I can't do. I need to regroup again. So I'm going to go to my ones. That leaves me with 6 wholes, or 6 ones. Well, now I've got, instead of 5 tenths, I have 15 tenths, because 1 whole is 10 tenths. So now I've moved 10 tenths over to the tenths place. So now I've got 15 take away 9, which is 6 tenths left. And then 6 minus 5 wholes is 1 whole. So, just to clean it up, Sam's brother received 1 65/100 kilograms of candy during Halloween. Okay, now in 5th grade, we're going to move past the single step problems. We're going to move into some multi-step problems with decimals. So we're going to read this entire problem first, and then we are going to start breaking it down and seeing where we need to start. Vanessa wants to purchase an item that costs $96.84. She's already saved $78. Then she babysits a neighbor and earns $25.50 more. If she purchases the item she wants, how much money will she have left? Okay. So right now she can't purchase the item, so she needs to make more money. Well, she does that by going and babysitting. So we need to figure out how much money does she have before she purchases the item that she wants to buy. So she started with $78, and she's going to add the $25.50 that she earned from babysitting. Well, 0 hundredths plus 0 hundredths is 0 hundredths. 0 hundredths plus 0 tenths plus 5 tenths is 5 tenths. Now we're into the whole dollars. Again, making sure my decimals are lined up. 8 plus 5 is $13. carrying my $10 over. 1 10 plus 7 tens is 8 tens. 8 tens plus 2 tens is 10 tens, which means I have 0 tens and 100. So now I know that she has $103.50. Well, let's say she does go and purchase that item. So we're now subtracting, and again, I've got to line my decimals up. So that would be 84 cents, 6 with a 9, 96, 84, and I'm subtracting it. She's spending this money. I can't take 4 hundredths away from 0 hundredths, so I need to regroup. So this is now 4 tenths, and like we talked about in the last problem, this now is 10 hundredths. 10 hundredths minus 4 is 6 hundredths. Now before I forget, bring down my decimal. All right, so 4 take away 8 I can't do, so I need to regroup. This is now 2 whole dollars, and I'm breaking this into 14 tenths. 14 tenths minus 8 tenths is 6 tenths. Okay, 2 take away 6, I cannot do that. I can't go to the tens place because I have no tens, so I need to regroup from the hundreds place. Well, I'm going to take my 100, so I'm going to have 0 hundreds left. I'm going to break that into 10 tens, which I'm going to take one of those tens and make that now 12 tens. So 12 minus 6 is 6 wholes. And 9 tens minus 9 tens is 0 tens. So she will have $6.66 left.